The reason is a lot of my career, I began to be immersed in what the highest level of systems really looks like. So some of you know my career began working for Toyota, and I was handpicked by Akio Toyoda, the president of Toyota, to be sent to Japan. And I was trained in lean management, and I saw just some of the most, magnificent systems in a business that you could have. And so going all across North America and Canada and learning these things, I began to develop an appreciation for how well a business could operate. And one of the things that is so ironic is in dealing with different businesses. So not only in starting, so many companies myself, just being able to go in as a Fortune 100 consultant and work in large organizations and to really understand that these individuals have the same problems that all of the entrepreneurs do, right? So you start dealing with people, and as some of you who are in the corporate world, have been in the corporate world, you know that there are people in the corporate world that are very disorganized, have a lot of personal problems. There's a lot of politics that got some people in the roles they're in, and not because of their ability. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? And so people are people. And what I found out was some of these big companies that people work in, the only difference between them having that big company and someone else that doesn't is the systems they have in place. What type of systems do they have in place? And even in small business, when there's someone that's a little further than you, they're making more money than you, they're able to attract more customers than you, they're able to generate more wealth than you, a lot of times it's not because they're better than you, they just have a better system. What took a business that's just a hole-in-the-wall business to being a multi-million-dollar business? Systems. What turned it from just a business to a franchise, right? And a lot of people took someone's idea that was a mom and pop, but they understood systems, and they surrounded that mom and pop with systems that took that business to another level. So I want you to understand that's why this subject is so important, because this is the thing that many of us are missing as entrepreneurs, and it's one of the biggest reasons that our business brings us more stress than it does freedom. So please, please listen closely. Now, all right, we gotta get into it now and go into something that's just so important. And I want to talk to you about the dangers of exchanging time for money. This is one of the most dangerous things that you could do, is to be content with exchanging time for money. And we're going to break this down. Now, how many have heard this phrase? Time is money. Come on now, tell me in the chat, have you heard this, that time is money? Have you heard this saying, this proverb, this thing that has been around our lives for years and decades and centuries? We have heard time is money, right? Now, I just want to get really clear about this, that this is one of the biggest lies ever told, right? One of the biggest lies ever told. And because of this, many of us are in a schizophrenic situation of not understanding what we should be doing. We think that time is money, so we decide and make decisions as if time was money. Now, you already know this isn't true, because if I told you I would give you $1 billion right now, $1 billion, but you just have to die tomorrow, right? No one's taking that deal. Well, why? Because we know time is greater than money. And if you have the wrong thinking, so I got a box of mints here. I don't know if y'all can hear that, right? And if I think these boxes of mints, if I think this is more valuable than gold, right? Let's say I thought this was more valuable than gold because my thinking was wrong. Someone could come up and say, I'll give you a bar of gold, or you could have some mints. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Give me my mints. Are you kidding, right? Because my thinking's wrong. So I want you to know, I know I'm using an extreme example, but many of us are guilty of what I just said because we think time is money, right? Time is not money. So we have to understand time is dramatically greater than money, exponentially greater than money. If you spend money, you can get money again. If you spend time, it is gone forever, right? So we have to get really clear on that. Now, let me walk you through this. I want you to see, let me X out that on the slide. I want you to see that there. Let me do it again. Boom, boom. We're going to keep getting rid of that. Time is not money. It's not money, right? I want you to really get that in your mind. Get that as an entrepreneur. So I love this story about Picasso. And a woman who approached Picasso in a restaurant asked him to scribble something on a napkin and said she would be happy to pay whatever he felt it was worth. Picasso complied and said, that'll be $10,000, right? That'll be $10,000. And she said, but you did that in 30 seconds. The astonished woman replied. And he said, no. It has taken me 40 years to do that in 30 seconds. Very powerful lesson here. And there's also a lesson here for you to understand how to value your time. Some of you don't place enough value on what you bring to the table because you think time is money. And because you think time is money, and because you think a certain way about money, that's the way you charge. That's the way you value your effort. That's the way you work with people. That's why you think the emphasis is on the wrong thing, so you make the wrong decisions, right? So some of you are striving to save money, and you should be striving to save time, right? Save the more valuable thing, right? Picasso understood his value. So here's the key. I want you to look at this example for a minute. Now, consider this. If time is money, then we think this way. I won't spend my money because I feel like I'm spending my life. Doesn't that make sense? All right, let me ask y'all a question. What is life measured in? Is it measured in time or is it measured in money? What is life measured in? Let me know in the chat. What is life measured in? Is it measured in time or is it measured in money? Not a trick question. I'm seeing some answers come through. Might be a little delay there on Facebook. But I'm seeing some of y'all sending some answers in. So if life is measured in time, right? Then money and time can't be equal. Because if time and money is equal, then if life is measured in time, then we should have said life is measured in time and money. Because time is money, right? But we can't say that because we know that's not true. Life is measured in time, but if you think time is money, you won't spend money because you feel like you're spending your life, right? And that's the way we think. This goes back in understanding about investment and cost when you're trying to really grow your. If we think that money is greater than time, right? If we think money is greater than time, then we'll give all of our time to have money. This is the person that works and said, I work 70 hours a week, 80, I work 40, I do all of this work, right? Why? So I can make money. This is a bad deal. To give more time, the more valuable thing, to get money, the less valuable thing. But if we understand that time is greater than money, now we look for opportunities to spend money to get our time. Is this making some sense? Is this an epiphany for anyone? This is crucial. If you get this, it'll open another door of opportunity for you because some of you are doing things in your business that you need to stop doing because your time is more valuable. So you need to spend the money to get your time, right? There's a reason I have a landscaper. There's a reason that every now and then we have someone come over and do a general cleaning. We hire someone because we have busy lives in my home, and every now and then we need that because the time is more valuable. So see, some of you in your business are not going to get where you